Roger Federer's kids could follow in his footsteps. Roger Federer could still find himself involved in tennis in a new role as one of his children is said to have a big interest in the sport. The retired Swiss star has already vowed to stay in the sport after ending his career last September and could find himself becoming a classic tennis parent as retired pro Mary-Jo Fernandez revealed that his 4 kids enjoyed playing. Federer's 24-year career came to an emotional end last September as the 41-year-old returned for one last hurrah at the Laver Cup, playing a doubles match alongside Rafael Nadal before officially hanging up his racket. Almost as soon as he announced his retirement, the 20-time major winner vowed to stay involved in the sport somehow but was uncertain as to what role he would take on. There have since been reports that the tennis icon is in talks with the BBC to be involved in their Wimbledon coverage. But the former world number 1 could also find himself forced into a different role with his children said to be taking an interest in the sport. Former world number 4 Fernandez, who is married to Federer's agent Tony Godsick, shared the information on Patrick McEnroe's Holding Court podcast as she discussed Federer's life after retirement. "He's doing really well," the 3-time Grand Slam finalist said. "He's back home in Switzerland with his wife and his 4 children and it's funny, I didn't talk to him about watching tennis but I am sure he did, he loves tennis." Fernandez also revealed that Federer's 4 children, Mila, Charlene, Leo and Lenny, had all decided to take up tennis, following in the footsteps of their father, with one of the kids especially interested in playing the sport. She continued, "All his children play tennis. One really loves it, which is so fun for him and his wife, Mirka." And Federer and Mirka, herself a former pro, are said to be more than happy with their kids' new love for their sport, as Fernandez added, "They love tennis so much. They're like, they have to play. Finally, one of them is really showing a big interest in it, so it's very very cool to see." As for the man himself, Federer is still not 100% following an ongoing knee injury that forced him to take almost 2 years away from the game and eventually retire. The 41-year-old took more than a year out of the game following the 2020 Australian Open and underwent double knee surgery, returning at the Doha ATP 250 in 2021. He played just 5 tournaments before taking another hiatus to undergo a 3rd surgery and intended to mount another comeback before finally announcing his retirement last September, and he still seems to be struggling physically. "He's rehabbing his knee," Fernandez told McEnroe, revealing that Federer did want to try and play some tennis in the future. "The knee is not at 100%, as we remember from the Laver Cup. He's hoping maybe at some point to play a little bit. But right now, he's enjoying just the time at home with his family." Looking ahead to Federer's immediate commitments, Fernandez joked that her husband had helped the 103-time title winner fill his schedule as she added, "I know he's hosting the Met Ball in May in New York. He's got a busy social calendar and a lot of sponsor responsibilities. So they're keeping him busy. My husband's keeping him very busy."